Welcome. When you think of England, you might picture tea, drizzle, or a red double-decker bus. But there's a whole other side to this island, full of bizarre laws, odd traditions, and facts that will make you see England in a whole new light. Ready to discover 16 of the most bizarre, brilliant, and baffling facts about England? Let's get started. Let's start with the pub. In England, the local pub isn't just a place to grab a drink, it's a cornerstone of community life. A spot where families, friends, and neighbors gather to share stories, laughter, and, of course, a pint or two. The legal drinking age is 18, right? Well, that's what most people assume, and for the most part, it's true. But, as with many things in England, there's a twist, a little-known loophole that surprises many visitors and even some locals. 16 and 17-year-olds can legally have beer, wine, or cider in a pub, if it's with a meal and an adult. That means a teenager can enjoy a glass of wine with their Sunday roast, or a pint of cider with fish and chips, as long as a parent, or guardian, is present at the table. It's not a free-for-all. The adult must order the drink, and it has to be served with a proper meal. No, crisps or a packet of peanuts don't count. Think hearty pub fare like shepherd's pie, or bangers and mash. This quirky exception is classic England, a nod to tradition, a wink to common sense, and a rite of passage for many teens. It's a way for young people to learn about alcohol in a safe, supervised setting, rather than behind closed doors. The idea is to encourage responsible drinking habits, not sneaking off with a bottle in the park or at a friend's house. It's about making alcohol less mysterious and more a part of everyday life under the watchful eyes of adults. So, next time you see a family toasting with pints at lunch, you'll know the story behind it. Only in England could such a charming loophole exist, where tradition, family, and a good meal come together over a pint. Here's a clucking good fact. There are more chickens in England than people, over 100 million. For every person, imagine at least 2 chickens somewhere, living their best barn life. It's a nation powered by poultry, from Sunday roasts to late-night takeaways. Our love for chicken is unmatched, and the numbers prove it. Next time you're in a crowd, remember, the chickens have you outnumbered. It's their world. We're just living in it. Did you know that by ancient royal decree the monarch actually owns all unmarked mute swans found in open waters across England? It's one of those quirky traditions that has survived for centuries, quietly gliding beneath the surface of British life. So, if you ever spot a swan without a tag or a mark, you're technically looking at royal property, so best to admire from a distance. These elegant birds are protected by law, and their royal status means they're off-limits to everyone else. This unusual tradition stretches all the way back to the 12th century, when swans were considered a prized delicacy at lavish royal banquets. Back then, serving swan was a symbol of wealth and power, reserved for the monarchy and the nobility. Today, the tradition lives on in a much more animal-friendly way, with the annual swan upping on the River Thames. This unique event is essentially a royal swan census, where teams in striking scarlet uniforms count and check the health of the swans. It's a wonderfully eccentric bit of British pageantry, full of color, ceremony, and a sense of history. And honestly, that's exactly what makes it so charming and beloved by locals and visitors alike. Only in England could something as simple as counting swans become a royal event, blending tradition, conservation, and a dash of royal flair. England's national dish? Many say chicken tikka masala. London has more Indian restaurants than Mumbai or Delhi. Seriously, curry in England is a love affair, born from history and reinvented for British tastes. Dishes like balti and tikka masala are British inventions, blending cultures on every plate. A Friday night curry is as British as football or a Sunday roast. Our curry houses are everywhere, proof of a deliciously multicultural nation. England, where curry is king. That famous London landmark. The tower isn't called Big Ben, the bell inside is. The tower is actually the Elizabeth Tower, renamed in 2012. Big Ben refers to the massive bell, named after Sir Benjamin Hall, so next time you visit, impress your friends. That's the Elizabeth Tower, and you can hear Big Ben's chime. You'll sound like a local. In Scotland, there's a village called Dull. In Oregon there's Boring. They're officially twinned. Later, Bland in Australia joined the alliance, Dull, Boring, and Bland. the Trinity of Tedium. It's a global celebration of self-deprecating humor. Road signs proudly announce these partnerships, drawing tourists who love a good joke. Even if your town's name is dull, you can still have world-class fun with it. Only the British, and friends, could make boring brilliant. England drives on the left, a shock for most visitors. Only about 35% of countries do this, the rest drive on the right. The reason? Sword fighting. Most people are right-handed, so you'd keep to the left to defend yourself. While the world changed, England stuck to its left side guns. Look right is painted at crossings for a reason. Renting a car here? Prepare for a brain workout. It's a quirky tradition that still confuses the world. The London Underground, the Tube, is the world's oldest metro system. Opened in 1863, it started with gas-lit, steam-powered trains. Today, it's a modern marvel with over 270 stations and 400-kilometer track. The Tube is a living museum, full of Victorian ambition and history. Next time you're packed in a carriage, remember, you're riding through history. The Tube isn't just transport, it's a British icon. John Smith, England's most common name, with over 30,000 people sharing it. Booking a flight or ordering a pizza, good luck if your name's John Smith. It's the English equivalent of John Doe, the ultimate everyman. The name is so generic, it's become a punchline and a placeholder. If you meet a John Smith, give them a nod. They navigate a world of confusion daily. It's a statistical haystack of identical needles. The ordinary can be extraordinary. The world's shortest scheduled flight. It's in the UK, between Westray and Papa Westray in Scotland. The flight takes just 2 minutes, sometimes under a minute with a good wind. The distance is shorter than Heathrow's main runway, no time for snacks or books, just up and down. For locals, it's a lifeline, not a novelty. Only in Britain could a 2-minute flight be essential travel. English is believed to have more words than any other language, over 600,000 in the Oxford English Dictionary. It's a mashup of Germanic roots, French, Latin, Greek, and words borrowed from everywhere. Shampoo from Hindi, ketchup from Chinese, sofa from Arabic. The list goes on. English didn't just borrow words, it collected them with gusto. The result? A rich, expressive, and sometimes maddening language. It's a nightmare to learn, but a joy to use. Chaos, creativity, and endless vocabulary. Welcome to English. Ooh. At English airports, time is meaningless. Bars serve alcohol 24/7 once you're through security. Thanks to a legal loophole, a 6 a.m. pint is totally normal. It's the unofficial start of every British holiday. Breakfast can be a full English or a Guinness. No judgment. The airport lounge is a lawless, happy place. Cheers to holiday time. Queuing is the English national sport. We queue for everything. Buses, ice cream, even envelopes. There are unspoken rules. Join the back, keep your distance, and no pushing in. Breaking queue etiquette is social heresy. The queue is a symbol of fairness. Duke or dustman, your place is your place. Outsiders may find it odd, but for us, it's order over chaos. When in England, queue like a local. Your pint will taste better for it. In York, an ancient law says it's legal to kill a Scotsman within the city walls, if he's carrying a bow and arrow. Don't panic, this law is obsolete and completely unenforced. It's a relic from medieval conflicts between England and Scotland. The bow and arrow bit was key. It meant armed invader, not just any Scot. Today it's a quirky bit of trivia, not a real threat, proof that English history is as weird as it is violent. The world's first postage stamp, the penny black, was invented in England in 1840. It made sending letters affordable and accessible to everyone. The penny black featured Queen Victoria and cost just 1 penny. It revolutionized communication and set the global standard. To this day, British stamps don't need the country's name, just the monarch's head. A quiet nod to England's postal legacy. Sometimes, the smallest inventions change the world. England is packed with castles, over 1,500 sites across the country. From Windsor Castle to crumbling ruins, each tells a story of power and conflict. Many were built after 1066 to control the land and its people. Castles were military strongholds, symbols of dominance, and homes to kings and queens. Today they're tourist magnets and windows into a dramatic past. Walk the battlements, explore the dungeons, and feel the history. England's castles are living reminders of a turbulent medieval age. There you have it, our whirlwind tour through the wonderfully odd and endlessly fascinating world of England. 16 facts that prove England is far more than just tea, drizzle, and double-decker buses. It's a place where tradition meets the unexpected at every turn. From royal swans that are protected by the crown, to grabbing a pint at the airport before your flight, England is full of delightful contradictions. It's a country bursting with surprises, where every corner hides a story, a legend, or a quirky custom waiting to be discovered. So, which fact completely blew your mind or made you laugh out loud? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your favorite fact or your own bizarre England story in the comments below. If you enjoyed this peek into England's weird and wonderful side, and want more offbeat adventures, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching. It's truly been a pleasure sharing these oddities with you. Stay curious, keep exploring, and keep an eye out for our next adventure, where we'll dive into America's strangest laws and the stories behind them. Until then, keep calm, stay bizarre, and never stop seeking the extraordinary in the everyday.